Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joe Miller here with the Irreverent Ones. Just wanted to bring you a quick video. Not that it hasn't been done before, because it has, and this is how I learned it. I just kind of molded a few different ways people did it to meet my liking. So I figured I'd share it if anyone was interested. So I got my ChatGPT here, which I fed some commands in order to give me prompts, and they come out pretty good, and I've really enjoyed it. I just add a little bit of my own style to the liking to make it, to make it mine. But it's very simple, so let's go ahead and get into it. Right here, what we're gonna do, we obviously have our Midjourney over here, and we got our ChatGPT. I have a Word document with all the stuff that I will put in the comments, so you can cut and paste and do this yourself. So go in here, we got part one, and again, I'm not a magician. I obviously found this. I wish I copied credit from the 3 different people I took it from. Maybe I'll go back and do it later. If they do come and see it, I apologize, but there's a lot of people doing this, so I don't think it'll be a big deal. So I copy the first part, I go over to ChatGPT. It's a brand new chat. Go ahead and paste that in. And I just put that to be funny, because I actually hate when people call me boss, but I just said, hey, I'm ready, boss. So, yep, prompts for creating language. I can't know. Okay, yeah, sometimes it gives you a response like, what are you talking about? But once you paste all these in, let's go ahead and go to part 2. You're giving it some examples with some different aspect ratios. Uses version 4 or 5. Sometimes it's random. Of course, when it generates it, you can always go to the end and change your aspect ratio to what you want, your style to what you want, your version, if you want 4, 5, 3, 1, 2, and then which quadrant. That's what the Q is. So again, I put a little smart aleck comment at the end, just so after I send it to the ChatGPT, he replies and says, okay, great. Yep, that's great. You can say what you can say, but I get watch at the end. So let's go ahead, and we're gonna let it kind of type out its thing. And then now we go to part 3. Are you ready to start? Copy, paste. Okay, let's create something together. Subject, okay. So I also have came up on my normal one where I do all my work on. I have a cheesy little saying that helps Midjourney delineate, or ChatGPT explain to Midjourney, and it helps delineate basically foreground, background, what have you. So now, instead of just typing, give me a Midjourney prompt for an apple, for example, I'm going to put this in, and this was the last one I did. So I leave all this stuff, and again, I'll paste this in so everybody can see it. But thanks, can you give me 3 example prompts? You could do 5, 6, 7, 10, 20. You just have to tell it. 3 is good enough for me. I'll pick the one I like and make it about. And then this is where I type in, let's just do very, very simple, apple. No, let's do a pear. There we go. About, let me put a pear and speak proper English here. That looks beautiful. And then again, this is my stuff that I enjoy doing. You can try it yourself if you'd like, but this is the stuff that it comes out really great, and I've grown to enjoy it, and I've been using it quite often as a style. So here we go. Let's see how it works. See, and it does a great job of explaining out mountains and sunsets, what I asked for. Nevaeh style is what I asked for. Adult coloring book is also something I put in there, because I love how they define the lines. And then Midjourney, basically I tell it to color it in, because it looks really good that way, and I've just really come to enjoy this. But that's just me. You can have your own thing, and you can add that to it. But let's go ahead and take this one right here. I'm not really not a huge fan of stylized 999, because it's usually too bright and some of it looks fuzzy. On some stuff it works pretty well, but I usually end up getting rid of it. So let's go over here to Midjourney. Just imagine this is my Discord server, the Irreverent Ones. We have all my close friends as well as some members in here, and then their various bots. But I have a channel just for it, and I share my Midjourney subscription. But here we go. Let's go ahead and paste this prompt in, and let's see what comes out. And then, while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and throw the second one in just so we can get two examples. Okay, /imagine, yada yada, paste, and go. All right, I'm in fast mode, so it shouldn't take too long. So I enjoy doing this. I like doing these creations. It's fun. It's random. Obviously, Midjourney does 98% of the work. I don't consider myself an artist. I consider myself a creator. I create stuff. I create content. This is a tool to help me bring stuff to life. And a lot of people out there arguing about, I understand why artists would be upset. I get it. But I'm really happy with it. And, I've really been enjoying myself. So with that being said, let's see how these turn out. And what I do with a lot of this stuff is I share it with my friends. I use it for backgrounds. I have a Redbubble site and a Ko-Fi site where I sell it if people want it digitally for backgrounds for phones, backgrounds for computers. I'm trying to expand it a little bit. I also upscale the images. I offer that if you wish for it to be upscaled, which they end up looking very nice and is highly recommended. But I put the base images on there if you want them, because for your phone background, it's perfect. You can do sharpened, enlarged / enhanced upscaled images on your phone too. It's just a bigger file. But yeah, so I offer upscale if people want, because then what you can do is you can upscale it, and then if you see kind of like the thing right here, these are some of my favorite things I created with Midjourney in the first couple months. Stay irreverent, my friends, is my saying for the Irreverent Ones, and then I put all my different creations around that were my favorite, and I put it on a canvas, and I want to say it was like $30. So I enjoy looking at it. I have some in frames. But okay, now that one of these are done, let's go ahead and take a look. Let me go ahead and blow this up. All right, see, so there's my Nevea style, there's my color, there's my neon colors on a pear sitting on a rock with the city behind it. Now that's the stuff that ChatGPT threw in there, but honestly, this came out amazing, so I'm saving it. And then we can go ahead and, for the people that don't know, U 1 through 4 is upscale, V is variations. So upscale it goes in order of these quadrants, left to right, top to bottom. So U1, U2, U3, U4, same thing with V for variation. That's like, say you like this pair, you want to hit variation 1, 2, 3, and then what it does is it'll bring up this box where you can change the prompt. Like, say there's one thing you didn't like, you could say, oh, you know what? Retro wave's too much, let's take that out. Or, hey, let's add a bird, or whatever you want to do. And then hit submit, and it'll redo a 4-square with that one that you picked with those variations. But what we're going to do is I'm going to upscale each one so I can go ahead and download them. And what I'm doing as well is I'm going to, after I upload this video, I'm going to put this in my Ko-Fi shop as a free. So the ones we did here will be free. You can download them. If you want upscaled copies, I will make them, and I will put a link out and share it so folks can get the upscaled version as well if they would like. It's up to you. Before I go grab those, let's go ahead. Oh, I grabbed those already. So let's go ahead and grab this image as well. I like having the 4 squares because it kind of shows when I put something up on my site, I put the 4 square there so they can see 4 of the images they're going to get, instead of taking up all this room with a bunch of images. And then when you download the actual files, you'll get everything, including the 4 squares. So that's usually how I do it, but that's just me. So let's go ahead and crank these out real quick, and I will save them. And like I said, I'll put it up for free on my Ko-Fi site. So that pretty much concludes what I wanted to show today. I hope you liked it. If you do, please do me a favor, like and subscribe. It really helps us out on our channel. I'm really enjoyed, using AI art tools and AI tools in general. It's something that I follow. The art part, creating this stuff. Like I said, I'm not an artist, but Midjourney gets 98% of the credit and all that. But I did do something, and I enjoy it, and I just want to share it with others. And if it's something that could, help me make a little money, great. But honestly, this is a hobby, so I'm not too big on that. I'm full-time employed, so I'm doing great. I love doing this so much that I figured I would share a little piece of this and see what everyone thinks. But hey, thank you so much. And if you're curious about ChatGPT or any of the different tools, I'll put some of the links, like I said, with all the text, and then I'll put a link to the Ko-Fi shop where I'm selling the art we created today in my example. So I hope you have a good one. Thanks for joining me. And as always, stay irreverent, my friends. Take care. We'll talk to you later.